Prepare for an emotional roller coaster of feasts, characteristics, and temptations as you visit Germany's soul-stirring beauty, magnificent major cities, charming palaces, and half-timbered villages. You'll come history in cities whose streets were planned out long before Columbus set sail, and in castles that soar above age-old settlements and wear flower boxes underneath them filled with scarlet geraniums. Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg will wow you with a cultural kaleidoscope that ranges from art museums and highbrow opera to wicked cabaret and underground clubs. Wherever you go, romantic, gothic, and baroque classics rub shoulders with architectural masterpieces by modern masters. These are the finest locations to visit on your vacation to Germany. Number 1. Berlin. Berlin's alternative edge, lively food scene, tangible history, and metropolitan glitter never failed to captivate and fascinate. More than a quarter century after the fall of the Berlin Wall, the German city has matured while retaining its Indian spirit and knack for creative improvisation. There is haute cuisine in a former brewery, late-night parties in power plants, and world-class art in a WW2 bunker. Visit key historical locations such as the Reichstag, Brandenburger Tor, and Checkpoint Charlie, then feast on a cultural buffet in a variety of museums. Number 2. Munich. If you're seeking for alpine click chasing, Munich offers it all in one stylish and small package. But behind its generally dazzling blue sky, the Bavarian city also contains a slew of surprise trump cards. Folklore and age-old traditions coexist with slick BMW fancy stores and high-powered industries here. The museums in the city display everything from artistic masterpieces to scientific marvels and Oktoberfest history, while its music and cultural scenes are only second to those of Berlin. Number 3. Neuschwanstein. Schloss Neuschwanstein, commissioned by Bavaria's most famed 19th century ruler, King Ludwig II, emerges from the mystical alpine woodlands like a bedtime story with images within. The fantasy continues with rooms and halls that represent Ludwig's preoccupation with mythological Teutonic history and his affection for composer Wagner, in a confection that outshines even the most ostentatious oligarch's palazzo. This sweet folly is supposed to have inspired Walt Disney World's castle. It now motivates tourists to make the trek along the picturesque path that ends at its gates. Number 4. Black Forest. The deep midnight black woodland is stunning in mist, snow, or shine. If you want to go back to nature, this sylvan piece of southern Germany is the place to be. Every valley holds unique surprises and timbered settlements that resemble fairy tale imagination, roaring waterfalls. Cuckoo clocks homes, the size of houses breathe in fresh air, and drive on roller coaster roads to the middle of nowhere. Lakes has a slice of the famed Black Forest cake. Walk it off on a beautiful forest route, then retreat to a heavy-lidded farmhouse. Number 5. Rhine Valley. As the Great Rhine flows from obnoxious machine to equilibrium, the distinctive phase transition between rock and water in a landscape provides a fascinating blend of the wild. From every riverfront hamlet in the Rhine Valley, pathways take you through vineyards and woodlands up to breathtaking vistas and gigantic stone fortifications, and back to a romantic evening spent drinking the local wines. Number 6. Heidelberg. Heidelberg, Germany's oldest university town, provided breathtaking beauty and spiritual inspiration to 19th century romantics, as did Mark Twain, who was enchanted by the ruins of the hillside castle. Generations of students have sung lustily during lectures, with beer stains in hand, scratched their names into bar tables, and occasionally been transported to the student prison. All of this has left its stamp on the current city, where age-old traditions coexist with world-class research, creative cultural events, and a sometimes rowdy nightlife scene. Number 7. Dresden. On a frigid February night in 1945, the apocalypse occurred. After hours of carpet bombing, Dresden, called Germany's Florence on the Elbe, was left to a burning pile of bricks. The resurrection of the dead city of Dresden is nothing short of a marvel of rebuilt architectural gems coupled with spectacular art collections that solidified the city's standing among Europe's cultural hubs. With a very lively bar sector, Daniel Lipastein's spectacularly rebuilt military history museum, and a tiara of villas and palaces stretching up along the river, you have one appealing bundle of exploration. Number 8. Cologne. Cologne's cathedral appears at unexpected times. The city's twin-towered emblem, rising above a metropolitan view and the Rhine's ageless path. As you sit in its soaring stained glass canopy and artwork-filled interior, led by its famed cathedral, you can sense the echoes of time passing. Cologne has a plethora of attractions. The city's museum landscape is particularly strong in terms of art. It also contains something for followers of chocolate sports, as well as Roman history. Cologne is like a live history, an architectural textbook floating about town. You'll come across an antique Roman wall, medieval churches, a slew of unremarkable post-war constructions, avant-garde structures, and a new postmodern area right on the Rhine. Number 9. Hamburg. Anyone who believes Germany lacks non-stop joys hasn't gone to Hamburg. This historic affluent city on the Elbe has its origins in the Hanseatic League. In the 12th century and onward, a federation of cities and towns was developed. By day, you may visit its spectacular harbor, study its history and restored quarters, and uncover stores offering items you never thought were sold at night. Visitors and distractions are drawn to some of Europe's top music clubs. Almost every other flavor is available as well, and then another Hamburg day starts. Number 10. Frankfurt. Frankfurt, Germany's financial center, may appear to be all business at first glance, but beyond the corporate exterior hides a city teeming with cultural, gastronomic, and retail diversions. Away from the high towers is the greatest approach to find the city's spirit. It's simple to become involved in frisbee tossing. Locals enjoy an espresso at an old-fashioned cafe in the green grassland near the major river. Visit museums along the riverbank and drink to Bellevue while eating hearty local dishes at a wood panel restaurant. Please appreciate us by subscribing to our channel and send us your suggestions in the comment section, and we will see you in the next one.